Okay, welcome everyone to this special Mother's Day event here at MSAC for the Melbourne Tigers playing the Ballarat Miners. Tigers not having such a good night in Bendigo last night, and we'll see how they go. My glasses are horribly crooked, but anyway, that's fine. I'm Matt Webster, and this is Webster Sports Network bringing you this basketball live. Now, hopefully everything will go okay. I do have another commentator coming. Glenn Bynes will be up here at some stage after his triumphant youth league game. And there's also a possibility may even interview young Patrick Bynes, who's just made the under-17 national team to go to Spain for the World Championships, along with another Melbourne Tiger, Mate Colina, and Sean McDonald. So Tigers having 3 of the 12 in that national team, so pretty good recommendation for their junior program. So we're nearly underway, as you can see there up in the top left-hand corner, we'll have the shot clock and game clock. We do have a little bit of instability in the stadium in terms of the grandstand, so things will rock a little bit and it may not be absolutely perfect, but hopefully we can get underway here. So Ben Kelly, Jock Perry, Bo Lee, Reece Carter and Elderkin starting for the Melbourne Tigers, and for the Ballarat Miners, Constable, King, Haway, Bailey, Booker the captain and Ross. And only 8 players on that roster, it's showing on live stats, so we'll just see how they go with that. So 16 seconds away from the game. And we'll get into the centre circle area there. 3 referees, the Miners players coming over, shaking their hands. And the Tigers just about to come out. Game's nearly ready to start, as I see Mr. Bynes heading up to us from his very triumphant youth league team that smashed Sherbrooke Suns. So I'll be underway here shortly. Tigers doing it hard at the moment, and after getting pummeled last night in the game at Bendigo. And I welcome the triumphant youth league coach, Glenn Bynes.
Well, assistant, I want to be doing the microphone there. Yeah, it was a good win.
You're actually around the wrong way, son.
No, there we go.
There, that's better. So Miners with the ball. Good win for the young group there, Glenn.
Yeah, we've had a good run of wins. Only lost one so far this season. It's been pretty good. And this should be a pretty interesting game tonight, Matt.
Yes,
so this afternoon.
Be very interesting. As I said, Tigers coming off that loss last night, and Bo Lee not playing much defence at all there. So Carter with the ball. See how the boys adjust. It's always hard coming off a pummeling loss and not scoring well, only shooting 51 points last night. Oh, nice job, Jock. And Ben Kelly, shot clock down to 5. So good job there.
And that's a coach killer right there. 4 seconds to go. Great defence, foul on a very ordinary or a last-ditch possession.
So Drury barking instructions there to young Ben Kelly. Turn out here from Carter. And welcome to all the mothers that are watching, and if you aren't watching, then you should be. Nice rebounding contest there from Jock Perry. So a bit of size advantage against this Ballarat Miner group. And I was just saying, they've only got 8 players on their roster for this game.
That'll test them coming off. Did they play last night?
No, this is their only game for the weekend. So the captain Booker launches the 3 there. Perry with the rebound. So the Miners should be feeling pretty good. Tigers maybe just need a quarter or so to get in the swing of it, or they might just come out blazing. Big Bo with the ball in the post. Kelly. Jock. Oh, nice left-hand hook. got his shoulders squarer to the sidelines there as opposed to last week. So I think he's enjoying this size advantage that he does have and has the entire Melbourne score.
Wow. And what do we call there? Well, they called 2 shots on this because he wasn't going to pass. And yes, it is.
There you go. So
Well,
hopefully Chili Shorts is online there. G'day Chili Shorts. I see you've signed in there on the broadcast. So does that mean they're hot shorts?
I'm not sure, but his $10 will be in the mail shortly. Chili Shorts.
Chili Shorts.
It's either they're very hot or very cold, one or the other.
So Tigers leading this 6-2 at the moment.
That's a good start from the Tigers.
Sometimes you can come out after a pummeling loss and low-scoring game and say, right, got nothing to lose. There's another turnover. Or Ben Kelly doing a great job there.
Yeah, very good.
And
wow. Okay. No, that's a no call. That should set the standard for the rest of the game. And he likes it on the right hand, doesn't he?
And Booker making the basket there. So let us know if the sound's okay. I am getting a little buzzing, but I'm not sure whether, I'm pretty sure that's internal, not external.
It's just your heart beating quickly, Matt, with excitement. And a nice backdoor play. Ooh, he's hemmed in like a toe in a sock in there, but got it out.
Carter's not shy, make no mistake.
No.
And nice transition there. And again, bit of up and down.
And
nice bucket there to Big Bo and assist from Reese. A little bit proppy on that knee of his, he looks.
well, there's a baseline drive, not too much help forthcoming there, and he's going to the line for an and one, and that'll be disappointing for Andrew, who's making those points over there about weak side defence, pointing pistols. And those guys on the bench shouldn't make that mistake after that clear explanation from Andrew, which is still going. Maybe he should be talking to one of those guys who didn't do that on the floor. I'm sure it'll be remembered.
Maybe when some players come off, they may communicate rather than text the antics of the coach to each other. It seems to happen with the generation now.
That's true.
So we're going to isolate Bo in the post here, get a good angle.
I've not even a thought of that. And ding dong. Oh, why?
Well, Carter now 1 of 2, I think. Booker again. By hook or by crook, the Book's got the job done.
Well, he's all but 2 points of the team score. And Perry, not quite. Anyway, good attendance on the boards anyway.
Yeah, needs to be throwing that stuff down a bit. And so Bailey getting that O board and put back just rimming out. So he's to the line. Todd coming into the game for young Bo. So might get a bit of attention on that knee.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So what transpired this morning for Mother's Day, mate? The children line up for Mother's Day, give her breakfast in bed?
No, mate. No, she was off to do the walk around the tan this morning. So she was up bright and early and off she went before both boys made an appearance.
Even thought about making an appearance.
Yep.
So Elderkin with the basket there. And
The
saying it's
D
okay.
for the Tigers has been pretty good. A couple of little breakdowns, but they're certainly they're in tune. They're motivated to play. They all look like they're on their toes. And there's that right-handed penetration again. They're going to really have to pay attention to that, I think, and try and force him left a little bit more often.
So the Booker and Ross show continues for the Ballarat Miners. And Albican, nice job.
That's a good reverse layup under pressure.
And Ross making the layup there. So scores at 13 apiece with 4:54 remaining in this first quarter.
It's been pretty high tempo, Matt, in terms of defence. Has been pressure. It's going to be interesting to see which team falls off first, and we might get a bit of a break then.
Yes.
Certainly strong defensive attention being placed on Perry in the low post.
So down to 5 on the shot clock.
And an attempted dish, so the idea was right. And there's another one of those fouls right at the end of the shot clock, 3 seconds left.
You love that, don't you? Being the defensive coach, it just kills you.
No, it's a menace. You don't like to see it.
So Tigers in ball here. As Moller comes on with a mop of hair, a genuine mop of hair.
Well, wouldn't we both love that?
Yes, there is a Ben Kelly from the corner.
And that didn't trouble the iron.
No, it didn't trouble much at all.
There's that Booker on right hand.
So Ross from just about the pit area of the Grand Prix. It was that far out. Alderkin, Kelly, let's see if he learned. At least he hit the iron.
Well, I mean, you can't knock that shot. It's wide open at this level. You've got to take those shots. And there's a penetration off the right hand again with a good feed at the end. And I don't know if I'm being overly emphasised on that, Matt, but really, he's a good player, that's for sure. But we really need to have a look at going left.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. So Alderkin, nice job.
Oh, that was a good move.
Drive. Wade step there to a stop and finishing off well.
Now they're forcing left now. And ding.
Wow.
Not far left though, but albeit left. Maybe I just should close my mouth on that, find something else.
And Kelly not having such a good night or afternoon. Shot very well last week, and turnover there by the Miners, leading 18-15 in this first quarter.
Well, this could be the time, just this little break that Ballarat could get here that we were talking about, Matt.
Yes,
and
Moller.
He might have gotten his eyes there. And honestly, this is conscienceless basketball, up and down.
Please,
Ooh.
Let's run some O here, Tigers. Let's get something out of this. As
More patient.
Alderkin makes the basket, takes his score up to 6 for the quarter, and the Tigers down by 1. Hope you're enjoying this. Everything's coming through loud and clear. And again, the Miners look to take shots from outside. So they're in the zone here. Oh,
yeah, we both
saw that. Oh, look at your shot again. It certainly wasn't going to. There was going to be no more rotation of that ball movement there.
No, that might have been a bit of a quick one, but anyway, a couple of subs from the Tigers now and a timeout. And Matt, very interesting, 17-18, and we talked about, which side. Well, just to want a bit better expression, crack first here. So they've had a couple of deep offensive transitions, both teams, without too much result. So it's still very much in the balance. There's a bit of this could be a steadying timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure
for
who
someone.
called
We
that,
don't know who.
I don't know who called it because the referee didn't signal it as per normal. But anyway,
Get off the refs back. Look, I won't commentate with you if you're going to bag the refs. I've just never been able to handle that at all.
So Melbourne shooting at 40%, 6 of 15, with Ballarat at 77%, 7 of 9. So 10 points in the paint for the Tigers, 12 for the Ballarat Miners. Probably just need to get some, as you say, just steady it down here a little bit. Just get some true offense flowing.
And only one sub for the Tigers so far, although I think there's a couple of guys coming in now, but and 2 for the Miners. So let's just see what the Tigers are running with here now.
Certainly the deflections by the Tigers in defence rather, has been very good and created those turnover opportunities, but certainly haven't capitalised, and neither have the Ballarat Miners on a couple of good rebounding contests. So we'll see what happens here.
And the Tigers in a zone here now. They've switched to a zone out of that timeout, and straight away forces the long shot, but unfortunately not capitalising by snaffling the board.
And good contest there by I was going to make a comment, but I'll leave that, Muller. Not sure I'm a dreadlock fan. I know I don't have much hair, but I'm just not sure I'm a dreadlock fan.
Well,
but he can play.
Yeah.
He's knocked that one down.
He has.
Could nearly be perceived on a hard cut a weapon. It's. I did hear during the week that no one on the O boards there, no one recognising Carter on that drive, but I did hear during the week that there are certain ponytails in girls netball that are banned because they're deemed to be a weapon. So you can't have a ponytail from the top of your head. It must be at the back down low. They deem the other one to be a weapon.
Well, I'm sure all the viewers are going to be absolutely over the top of that piece of information. Anyway, back to the game.
Our fellow commentator gets a phone call.
Well, I know what that phone call is, and I'm hoping it's very good news for a friend of mine who has a daughter, which is the selection time right now for the under-17 women's team going to the World Championships in Spain. I'm really hoping that he's calling me with good news about that.
And who's that?
Andrew Simons' daughter.
Andrew Simons?
Daughter Samantha, up there in Canberra. So that's selection over a 5-day camp, which was very long for a selection period. Anyway, the Tigers have been called for a screen on that power high option. And Tom Chambers coming in now. Unfortunately, 2 quick fouls there.
Maharaj out.
After a minute. 56 seconds. 56 seconds, 2 fouls. So it's probably going to be a long wait again.
So Drewy just explaining a few things to him on the sidelines.
And,
Really?
And Eric Hayes on the side there complimenting the ref on that call. And he's got to sit down there feeling very blessed.
So 23-17 here in the first quarter at MSAC with the Tigers behind, and 26.4 seconds remaining. So the Miners will get another possession. I don't think we're looking for any 2-for-1 here. I think Drury just wants to get through some offense, and very flat. And pushed at the ball there. Did Reed, I think it is. Bailey, sorry. Todd knocked down the elbow shot. So the zone shifting dramatically there, looking for inside action. And Todd, wow, just getting the shot from the elbow. So the end of the first quarter here, the Tigers 19 and the Ballarat Miners leading 23-19. Their scorers, the Booker, he's booked some points here with 11 for the Miners in the first quarter. 3 to Moller from that 1-of-1 range shooting, 7 to Bailey, 1 point to King. How would you pronounce that? Harway?
Not sure.
And for the Tigers, we've got 4 points to Perry and Bo Lee, Carter with 3, Elderkin with 6, and Todd with that shot from the elbow. So pretty much an up and down game here, Glenn. No one's dominating just yet, but we are certainly hopeful that the Tigers have struggled to get over 20 points a quarter in the past few weeks, and it was certainly prevalent last night as well.
Well, stats can sometimes be interesting to look at, Matt. And we look at the Melbourne Tigers stats here with 22 shots, and we've really had only 6 players contributing those 22 shots. We've got three of the 6 players 50% or better. So look, it's an interesting stat sheet right there. And but then you go and have a look at Ballarat, where 18 of their 23 points have come from 2 players, Booker and Bailey. And for them, they're running at 70% between the 2 of them. And so your most efficient, your most productive scorers are shooting at a pretty high percentage. But by the same token, they've only got 8 guys in their rotation tonight. They've 16 shots and 10 of those have come from those 2 guys. So what do you make of that? Well, there's possibly a little bit more passing that can be done around the Melbourne Tigers area to see if we can get those players shooting with better percentage the ball more often.
Yeah, and getting good. There's certainly good shots out there to be had.
Yep.
The offense will create it. The defense will break down. It'll be interesting to see. Looks like they've gone into man-to-man to start this next quarter.
And Booker having a rest here, so the Ballarat depth will be tested here, Matt.
So let's see how the Tigers go. Elderkin taking the 3 and knocking it down.
2 third options in succession there. Got that player free, which was good.
So Constable handling the ball. Big country player in 16s and 18s. Carter with the rebound and kick on, but to pressure. So Constable getting the foul there. Tom Chambers into the game, inbounding the ball. In the reverse here. I was actually just thinking to myself during the week that they didn't seem to run a lot of reverses the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, Bo Lee grimacing there with his knee. Hopefully he's okay. And Carter, nice move. Got 1 of 9 shooting at the moment. Constable. And Tigers ball.
Well, Matt, it's interesting. We'll see this low post set. Oh, no, Jock comes up to the high post now. They were getting good access off those low cuts before, and good board by Bo. Just couldn't quite finish it off, and he's got another chance now. And
it's unfortunate, but he certainly went hard at it.
Toiled at it. He's really limping badly.
Yeah, I'm not sure he needs.
That's a nice left-hand layup. Good basket from Constable.
Running power high here.
Yep. Ding.
We're both, so Reece Carter there knocking down the 3 to level the scores at 25 apiece, but we were both oohing and ahhing because we saw what was there with Tommy Chambers on that open up out of the screen. Back door there.
Nice disciplined play there from Ballarat.
King. And great job there from Tom Chambers on the feed to Jock, who recognised the smaller player on him and asked for the ball high and received it high. Chambers with the rebound and the Tigers off to the races. Carter.
Well, he's starting to feel it now.
So Tigers take the lead, 30-27. And the crowds come alive here on Mother's Day. So I think Mr. Booker might be coming back in shortly. Certainly Bailey is at the bench. And Carter with the ball.
Oh, that is a great move. Oh, but he didn't quite finish it. Good work from Chambers. Great penetration there from Carter to get the ball, to get inside the keep. No result there for Melbourne, though. They'll be disappointed with that.
Oh! And
splitting the two defenders there.
In nearly netball fashion with the extra step.
But no swing of the ponytail.
But Carter getting the foul there, shaking his head nonchalantly like he cannot be serious. John McEnroe moment.
And we were right behind that. That was good the whole way.
Ross, and he's come off the bench. So Booker back in. It's just about their starting 5, I think it is. Chambers, Perry, 2 points.
Good offence, good high-low offence against the zone.
And Jock becoming quite a reasonable elbow shooter there. And I'd certainly like to acknowledge our cameraman, Cooper, who's been doing it for the past, oh my goodness, for the past couple of weeks and doing a sensational job, just learning the trade. And we can't do it without the volunteers that we have here at Webster Sports Network. So, scores level, 32 apiece. Oh, bad pass. And Jock powering in against Constable. Tigers lead.
Perry up to 10 points now.
5:36. We've certainly got a size advantage or a height advantage, not necessarily a size advantage.
Well, it doesn't mean anything if you haven't got the right position on defence, and that just was a knife in through the defence right there.
Bailey with those 2.
Andrew goes not happy on the sideline.
So Ross, Booker to Bailey.
And that was any league. He was nearly out of bounds on that shot.
And Alderton doing a good job. Carter.
And just to follow up another one from nearly the yellow line.
Just not quite sure that's necessary at that particular stage of this game.
Oh, Jock dropped his arms there.
And made the basket. So Ross bringing the Tigers up to 36. The Miners up to 36, 1 point behind, with 4:41 remaining in this second quarter.
Jock getting a rest. Bo coming back in. He's looking more like Tutankhamun every time he comes onto the floor with more and more bandages on him. Let's hope that they do the job because they need that height in there.
Yeah, they do.
And so Ballarat, let's talk about Ballarat for a while. Great basketball tradition, Matt, going back many years in both men's and women's basketball. Both Peter Eddy and
pretty good coaches there. Gorgian coach there. Guy Malloy's coach there.
Alan Westover's coach there.
Westover.
Very solid administration and great facility which is going to be expanded on.
And tremendous community support.
Fantastic. So credit to them over a long period of time as well, with a solid income coming in from There's social facilities there, and Ballarat's always been known as a very, very social town.
As well you know.
Yeah, as well I know. And you might as well stay indoors when it's so damn cold up there. So you've got to have something to do when you're indoors. Playing cards isn't one of them.
How many years at the Teachers College there? Too many for you?
Oh, just an extra 6 months that I shouldn't have really had up there, Matt. But anyway, it was fun. Loved being involved in the basketball scene up there. It was fantastic. In fact, Eric Lowe was there also for a while, transferring from Geelong and then becoming assistant coach of the Illawarra Hawks. So a proud tradition, and some wonderful athletes across a number of sports in the men's, and we can go back to Jeff Dunn and Russell Tweedale and John Warren, Lee McKenzie, all out of Sebastopol Technical School and coached by Ken Mann over many years and still involved in the game, which is fantastic. Anyway, we digress. Back to the game. 2 free throws.
I think it's only the one. I think it's a bonus.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Maths wasn't. Well, perhaps it was just a temporary loss of memory.
So, unfortunately, Tigers hitting the ball out of bounds there.
No, it was a foul actually there, Matt.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, can't have a... Let's not make it a contest now. And...
Tigers lucky there. God, someone mugged Alderkin. And there wasn't any CCTV of it. So, reverse here. Chambers going to go hard. Nice job.
So Bo's really struggling still. He actually he bunny hopped around that curl screen there. So he's I guess you can say bravely playing on.
So,
you know,
Chambers doing a great job here. He's actually, that last he caused the contest, he realised the shot clock was winding down and went hard to the rack and got the foul. And once again, here, Constable fouling him again. And Constable on 3 fouls, so they need to be careful here. Their rotation may be down to 7. Alderkin on this inbound, end ball. Screen from Bo, nice crossover, and that's a money ball. So Tigers coming up with the goods at the moment, leading by 3 with 3:55 remaining in this second quarter. Bobbled around through hands.
That'll be a disappointment.
And Bailey again.
So here's this baseline cutting action again from the Tigers. Good work from the Tigers there.
Looked pretty good. Bo coming in.
And a good heads
Chambers,
up. And this should result in an easy basket. Which it does.
So Tigers, they're gaining a bit of ascendancy here. They seem more relaxed. Maybe it's the home court facility rather than travelling to Bendigo last night, but they look good. Tom Chambers really bringing in some enthusiasm and drive with the group.
Certainly is. It's a coach killer as well, but obviously Bo on one leg couldn't get up for that. I think he's going to be subbed out shortly. Perry waiting at the score bench.
So Constable launching.
And another offensive rebound. And another one, and an N one there. Well, that's really good, solid, hard work on the offensive glass.
I think you might need to take that, mate. I'll turn your microphone off if you like.
No, it's not even my phone.
Oh, is it me?
It's you.
It's my son.
Isn't he watching? Pass a message on through the TV.
No, he'll be driving or doing something. So, ding dong. Might just turn my microphone down if he's ringing. There's something wrong. Maybe he's murdered his mother. I'll leave it with you, Glenn.
No worries, Matt. And so a missed opportunity there from the free throw line. And really good penetration there from Carter. and he's starting to find more and more access to the basket through that centre lane.
So my son, being the great boy he is, just rang me to tell me he loves me and thinks I'm doing a tremendous job.
Does he?
No, not at all. I said to him, mate, I'm on air, and he went, so yeah. Obviously forgot.
Yep.
So Carter at the line to extend the lead to 2 with 2:30 remaining. Bit of Chinese dentist there. And
So Carter's on 14 points now, and he's got them well in this second period. Elderkin with 11 and Perry with 10, the major scores for the Tigers.
Booker on that right hand again. Muller, let's see if he can follow up with the other 3, and he does. So the Miners taking the lead by 1. Steps out of bounds. I reckon I can show you a replay of that from last week.
At least, exactly. I was going to make that point also, Matt.
So Elderkin stepping out of bounds on the release, kicking his foot backward as he catches the ball, which is a common fault of juniors rather than stepping into it. And Muller turning the game on its head here late in the second quarter.
Well, they've found some access to the basket. They seem to have worked out the positioning of the Tigers' defence here. And we're just to see the Tigers adjust in that retreated zone. And that's not the best option, that one.
No. Booker, bit of shake and bake through the legs.
And short.
And short. Wasn't short. He was on the money.
And a really good talent he is. Another one produced out of the Ballarat basketball factory. He's done very well.
So Pat Short, ex-captain of the Miners, a friend of mine, Elderkin, taking the game on here. So Tigers now trail by only 4 after that burst by the Miners.
So on ball screen at the top and splitting the defence to find the easy man open in the wing. Ding. It's straight out of the page 1 of the basketball against the zones book.
And Tigers just need to consolidate here. Perry.
Oh, good follow-up. Could have got an N1 there as well too, I reckon, Matt.
So 5 points down with 12 seconds remaining. Ballarat with the ball to the half. Booker, God, using screens on the left, on the right, sorry. It's just poor defence. So at the half, the Miners 53 lead at the Melbourne Tigers 46 here from MSAC. So
and watching Andrew now, I mean, he's obviously very upset and very animated, and I'm really hoping for his sake that as the season progresses and he goes to the Sydney Kings, that we don't see too much of that, because it's going to be a long year for him if that's the case.
It will be. And speaking of Andrew, he'll be off to the Olympics soon, commentating for Channel 7 at the basketball. I'm not sure who will take over. I presume Mark Radke or Mark Gaze will take over the coaching duties. But
you would have thought that he'd go to his assistants for sure for that.
So that will be interesting. And in terms of, it's a huge decision by Drury going to the Kings.
A massive decision. It's almost like coaching Collingwood and going to Carlton in many ways. But really, if he wanted to step up into that head coaching role in the NBL, most unfortunately, at this point in time, it wouldn't be with the Melbourne Tigers, which I'm sure would have been his preferred outcome and certainly his dream, following in his father's footsteps. But I'm sure the Sydney management up there are thinking can hear those turnstiles clicking with the Gaze name associated with their team. But you know, the Sydney crowd being what they are, they can click the other way pretty quickly if
Well,
the winds aren't coming.
And I could get Eddie Maguire on the line and discuss his Sydney experiment with Channel 9. I don't think it went overly well. So they can be very supportive, the Sydney siders, but they also can look to slaughter people very, very quickly. So we'll take a short break here and come back with about a minute or so to go to the start of the second half, the third quarter, with the Ballarat Miners leading 53 to Melbourne Tigers 46. All right, welcome back to the dulcet tones of AC/DC belting out Thunderstruck. Now, Mr. Bynes. Tigers defence gave up 30 points that quarter.
Yeah, they had some major defensive breakdowns, especially around the baseline area. But Ballarat were very attentive on the offensive boards as well. Let's have a bit of a look at that. They've had 6 offensive rebounds. Well, 2 of those came in one sitting. But I don't know. It's going to be hard work. They'll have to be really structured in offence. Carter did a very good job that quarter getting to the basket for sure. And really whether Perry can go the distance on his own really now.
Yeah, look, need to get a bit more from Ben Kelly with the 1%ers, the contesting rebounds, those sorts of things. I think Tom Chambers just brings, as you said last week, just brings that energy. You know,
he does.
He's been around the club a long time, and you never hear him complain, whinge and moan, and he loves his minutes. But, you know, realistically, he should be playing more, in my opinion.
Well, you know, he's got a big, strong body, and he does work very hard. And you know, one of the things just in the offensive execution there, I thought, you know, knowing that offense quite well, they weren't really sticking their screens and diverting the defence, and they really need to put some body on if they want to get some easier shots. You know, they've got average 23 points per quarter, but I'm sure Andrew addressed all of that at half-time. They've got a good group here, and look, it'll just be interesting. The start will tell us a lot. Start of the third quarter always does tell you a lot.
It does. It was one of your big things, coaching with the juniors, premiership quarter. Constable straight out of that, straight down the split line and making the floater. So not quite the start Tigers would have wanted. So running a reverse here. Kelly at the elbow, Carter. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Pressure here on Jock. He's going to have to go hard at it. Nice turn.
Great move. Great move.
Excellent job. Sucked him in.
And we've got an injury here.
And shoulder.
Shoulder, yeah. And he's not in good nick.
No, that might have popped out.
He's in a fair bit of pain over there. Hopefully that's not too serious, and hopefully there's someone who knows what they're doing over there.
Now, Ross with the ball. Booker. Ooh. Now, I reckon that's the first shot I've seen him taken off a left dribble.
I think so. And another offensive rebound.
And Bailey again dominating inside on those O boards. Kelly.
And that's actually his 5th offensive rebound, and that's a good contribution.
Oh, Carter
has launched one from the
I'm glad you finished my sentence for me then. So Tigers down by 6.
And we said that a lot last week, that we look for Nathan Herbert, but he's not here today.
So Bailey with the ball. Muller. Booker. Goes right. And he'd be very peeved at himself there. Alderkin. I'll tell you what, if you half look up, Kelly and Alderkin, they have very similar hairstyles.
It's pretty noticeable from up high where we are, Matt.
There is a bit of a skull cap there.
You're into hair today.
I am.
And
can someone send Alderkin to the toilet so he can continue the game? He did swallow that, didn't he?
Yeah, Ross signed his name on that and sent it out.
3 seconds. End ball.
Oh.
Carter.
Skyhook.
Oh!
Wow.
Reese Abdul-Jabbar Carter. Constable. Out to Ross. And
Matt. Right hand dribble penetration right down the heart of the key. Ooh, with a bonus to come.
So 59-53. It's killing you, isn't it?
Oh, Matty. Matty. So Bailey 8 of 10 shooting right now for 17 points.
And Ross at the line. And misses. Bo seems to be running a little bit better, not as bad. And Carter penetrating short. Perry with the ball.
Good shot, son. Good work. That's very strong post move.
Excellent job. Wasn't intimidated there by the golden locks of Moller. And attacked him straight into the chest. And doing it at both ends of the floor here, young jock. Carter with the ball. Tigers in transition. And nice crossover. It's about the fourth layup he's missed through bad angles. Alderkin getting the ball. Carter. And a foul.
And Bo really struggling. I think you're a bit optimistic there with the medical diagnosis.
Well, I thought the extensive medical staff of the Melbourne Tigers might have given him a jab at the half, but it may not have been with a needle.
Well, they might have, but I think they put it in the wrong knee if they have. He's moving well on his right. Yeah, that's going to be 2 shots to Carter. He worked very hard, set a good screen, got himself open, which often happens when you set good screens. You often get open yourself as a screener, and that was the case that time.
So Tigers down by 4, 6:39 remaining in the quarter, and the Miners leading 59 to 55. Carter with 20 points, Perry with 16. That's an impressive line, and Perry only 1 foul, so 26 points in the paint for the Tigers, and I'd just be interested to see, and 34 in the paint for the Miners.
Yep.
So Carter making the bonus, 2 down. And Marshall.
Strangely off a right-hand penetration.
So Carter unable to guard him on that drive. That's going only one place, and that's out of his hand into the bottom of the net at the moment.
Well, 20 up to 23 now, and from a Ballarat defensive perspective, they're going to have a strong look at that themselves.
So Bailey working hard and penetrating. He'll be a bit peeved.
Off the left.
Left-hand layups, juniors. That's what you need to do. So Kelly.
Good ball movement that time from the Tigers. And
Perry
just keeping it alive.
Just the second effort on that. Just needs to get a bit stronger. Booker on the wing. Launches to the bottom of the net. Good Jules Verne novel there. Launched it to the bottom of the net. Carter.
And coming off an ordinary start shooting-wise, Carter, I mean, that's what you love about those shooters. They're going to keep going. And he's produced some good outcomes from quarter time, but really attacking the defence, and he's doing a good job. And I'm sure Andrew will be happy with that.
So Todd into the
game.
I'm
not sure, but I'm thinking he will be. Here he goes again. And
Alderkin. Carter O'Board.
Oh, now, no effect on the play, really, I don't think. But it's good to see the big fella being aggressive in there. And sometimes it's not worth asking for an explanation because you're not going to agree with it anyway.
No. As well, you and I both know.
Yeah, that's true.
And we'll keep that conversation extremely short.
Yep.
So Booker
Good D.
Lost his dribble. Marshall.
Bang. Two big threes there. 6-point run.
And Ballarat out by 7. So someone hollered for a Marshall. And they certainly delivered.
Jock just got in the way there for the alley-oop.
4:31 remaining in the quarter.
Well, Matt, you'd think the next 3 minutes are going to be pivotal in this match.
So off the left.
And that's another
Booker.
That's an incredibly good shot, collecting the foul as well. So that's 3 triples in a row, Matt, with no response from the Tigers.
And a bonus here for a 4-point play. So 4:20, Tigers 10 down. Short on that. That can be a sign of legs. Yeah, the injured Ballarat player still on the sideline sitting down as Perry knocks that in. That was Todd, sorry. Tommy Chambers on. We're looking to generate some enthusiasm. And,
And Andrew just having a chat with the referee directly in front of him, appeared not to see that. Luckily, they went on the basket corner.
So Tigers have clawed this back to 8. 3:49 remaining. Need a good set here. Good basket, don't have to win the game now, as we've spoken about in previous weeks. And Chambers turning the ball over there. Idea was right, and someone needed to give that gentleman a validated My Key card. Give it travel. So a bit of reverse action here. And Alderkin, or was that Kelly? No, Alderkin.
Strong basket there.
Booker taking his score up to 19. Carter leading the game with 25. Perry with 18 for the Tigers, and for the Miners, Booker with 19 and Bailey, the O-board doctor, with 17. Perry in the post, kicks it back out. Alderkin short. Chambers needed to make a bit better effort there on the O-board contest. And right dribble again from Booker. Oh.
And he's starting to get a bit willing on the glass there, but Ballarat are getting a bit of a run here, and Melbourne might need a timeout. In fact, that's what's happened. And look, if we did have the replay version of this, Matt, the point they're doing some very good on-ball screens on this side of the floor, or reverse actions, which results in Perry getting a baseline screen. But he is cutting baseline a lot of times, and they're guarding him on the high side, so his receptions are level with the backboard, so they're very difficult to make post moves from down there. So maybe he needs to cut over the top sometime, or set the screen a different way, because he is a major target in their offence. And if he could catch that a bit higher to the block, he may be more effective, because they are getting access that way. And Andrew's called a good time out here, because there has been a bit of a run of baskets here from Ballarat.
Yeah, so it's 74 to 62, 12-point lead. 21 to 16 in the quarter, so Tigers haven't been able to claw it or win a quarter so far in the game. Just need to keep this under, or in single figures, under double digits. 2:20 remaining in this third. You know, get it back to say 8 or 6, and then look to go from there. So looks as if the Miners are down to 7 players. So make them run, make them play hard. Let's see what transpires from there.
7 players and Ross on 4 fouls actually. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes.
So Perry with the ball. Carter never looked like it off the hand.
Good board from Chambers.
Alderkin short.
Oh, and again from Chambers.
Knocked out.
Knocked out free. Oh.
And Carter, he would have done that many times over his career. The look back as if you're going to pass it off and then go through. Just going too fast and making it difficult.
And the Ballarat bench all convinced that came off the Melbourne. And there's a conference. And I think they're going to turn this. I bet they turn this. Yes, they have.
Mate, you've always been good on the turn, haven't you?
I have been good on the turn, but the Ballarat bench are all up and Eric Hayes was very close to the official, so all pressure applied.
All care and no responsibility. So Miners leading by 14 with 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining. Booker.
Good extra pass.
Marshall.
And another offensive ball
Muller.
for Ballarat.
Booker. He's going to go right to the basket. So both teams in the bonus now. So next foul for the next minute, 1 minute 20 will constitute a shooting foul. So Marshall, Booker from in front of Drewy's face, unable to finish that off. Chambers to the rack, nice job. So Tigers down by 12, 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. That little generation of enthusiasm and Tom working hard. And good job by Jock. Just allowed it off the rim enough for him to tap it down. Todd. Slightly biased in my commentary here.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough too. It's.
Oh, excuse me. He must have swiped his card quickly then. So Marshall. Carter with the rebound.
Now the Tigers can get it close. No, they won't get it unless with a 3-pointer to that single digit.
And
foul there.
Carter will go to the line.
And
So
Bailey picks up his second. So not really in foul trouble.
So Bailey and Booker each with 19 points apiece. And Carter leading scorer in the game with 25 at the line.
So Ballarat getting an extra possession here, which missing these free throws is not going to help. So he's converted one. So it's an 11-point margin with 12 on the clock. Let's see what Ballarat come up with here. Oh,
And
great
turnover.
work.
And Carter makes the 2. So
They did get it inside 10.
we got it inside 10. So that's a very good start. Getting it back down. So for the quarter, it was 23 points to 18. So Tigers just need to do a little bit. They can wear them down here. Boards. I reckon we've been dominated. 8 rebounds. Oh, there you go. Statistics don't lie. Tigers getting 14 boards. But I'd like to think the second chance points might be better to the Ballarat Miners, but once again, I'm incorrect.
Well, sometimes you just need to look at those numbers before the mouth starts operating. We're just 63 shots for the Melbourne Tigers, total as a team, to 58. And the percentage tells the difference there, Matt. There's some numbers, 41% for the Tigers and 55% from the floor is pretty darn good from Ballarat.
And I think they'd be shooting a reasonable clip from the 3 as well. 42%, 41 for the Tigers. So it'll be interesting to see what Tigers, they just need to step it up defensively here. Look to get back into that enthusiastic set, looking for the deflections early in this quarter, but just make sure that Ballarat have to play the game out. Don't turn it into a run and gun up and down. Just grind them out, make them play defensive sets for 20 seconds at a time, but in that, make sure we get good looks and knock down the basket.
I think the other, just look at these numbers as well, Matt. Melbourne Tigers here with 2 players who have played every minute, being Carter and Elderkin. And then we have a player on 24, which is Perry, 24 minutes. 19 for Todd, 12 for Chambers, and 15 for Lou. And then we have 2 guys with 2 minutes and 1 minute. So really 7 guys with double finger minutes. And for Ballarat, pretty much the same story. 7 guys well into they've mixed their bench up pretty well there, and short with 7 minutes, a good 7 minutes too, 3 points. So you would have, they've balanced their minute, they've given themselves the best chance for non-fatigue, really, Ballarat.
Yes, they have, but you can also generate, even though Melbourne played last night, a couple of good baskets, a couple of good calls, a couple of things go your way, and all of a sudden it changes as Constable drives hard to the basket, and Booker.
Oh, great pass.
And good block, and Perry again.
2 offensive rebounds there for the Ballarat team. Good hard work under the basket.
Yes. As I lick my fingers.
Yeah.
No, we're not eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've got the Lollies ice left us behind from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. I'm surprised he left any.
Yes, well, and Bobbles in there for Bailey.
Well, what are you, Matt? 10 minutes. What do you say? Sorry, 10 points last quarter. Can the Tigers do it in your view? You've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, look, I think they can. They certainly need a few things going their way. They need to get good ball movement in offense. I'd be looking to target Jock inside, and certainly Alderkin and Carter on the kick out diagonally. But I'd be looking for post action. Post touches, I think, are very important, as we see here. And Carter, nice basket. So there's the post touch that creates it. Now here, defensively, I'd be looking to get up into him a little bit, make him work. Not like that.
No, that's a wide open.
Tommy did a good job there, young Chambers, on the pressure on the ball, but was just let down by the defensive rotation in that, or the defensive rules that weren't executed. And that 3-point Jock inside again. So gets it back to a 10-point game. And Bailey short. Carter against Constable, 1-on-1. And Chambers.
Oh, great move.
And
didn't quite finish off.
Was good, and it's good to see as Ross shows his experience and skill package, taking the lead out to 12 with 8 minutes remaining. Just looking to take shortcuts here offensively, the Tigers.
Well, that defender went straight through the centre of a double screen there for a player who otherwise would have been open. And a body fell on the jump. And is they're going to call this sideline or 2 shots? Sideline, yeah, it was a pass.
Well, I said the referee's got a great friend there throwing the ball back to him. Oh, there was someone. I thought he would have had to have got it.
Eric Hayes trying to make every post a winner by sprinting across and throwing it back to the official.
So Bailey, Ross inside, and good pressure on the passer there, creating bad exit pass. So Tigers 12 down, 7:35 remaining. I can just see that they're just going through motions here offensively. They need something. Poor screen. So Todd not contributing much to this game other than fouls. Muller blocked by Jock, complaining that he may have actually slaughtered his wrist. So King back on with the bad shoulder, strapped up there. I'd like to see him touch the backboard with his left arm. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that arm will be going much above the shoulder blade. So, see where the ball, on the reverses, or the ball rotating. Chambers, nice job. The ball rotating there. We're not getting the ball in the correct positions. We're not foul line extended. The angles are bad for passing to post players to get good post touches. Chambers working hard here after that basket. Right, stay with him, good job. So Ross, miss, and Todd ends up after a bobble off Carter's hand.
Great penetration, and yes, basket should count. Well, a bit of a sniff here for the Tigers.
Yes, it is a bit of a sniff.
And the other Tigers gave themselves a little bit of a sniff until three-quarter time on Friday night against the Hawks, Matt. But once again, a lot of hairs hanging around my shoes that night.
Now, unfortunately, you'll see there that the shot clock is bobbling up and down. We have a young chap just shaking his leg on the grandstand, and as a consequence it's shaking that camera, but not to worry. Alderkin with the ball. Tigers down by 7, so in front by 2. Oh, Carter. And Ross ain't giving this up for anyone. So now 9-point lead.
The Tigers need to steady here. They really do, because they're getting beaten in transition and their offense is pretty short circuit. They need to make these guys play more D.
So we have more young fellas.
Well, there's not the popcorn there was last week around that.
No, there's not.
And really. Oh.
And Jock.
Showtime there, but.
Don't worry about the showtime. Get the score happening. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do with the shot clock at the moment, with these young gentlemen kicking the grandstand and moving the camera, but that's okay. We'll keep it going. So Tigers 10 down, and got to get it, Todd. Gets it. And
Perry's going to let that 3 go.
Back to 8. I think.
No good.
No, 10. Wow.
And that's a damaging offensive board again.
So down by 12. Miners leading 90-88. And we might just take that shot clock out of the... Don't worry. Alderkin with the ball, driving from the elbow. Left hand, nice job.
That was a good move.
Just a bit on his shoulders. Alderkin up to 17 points. Carter with 33. He's certainly accumulated. So Booker zone here, and Ross shooting that from yesterday as Alderkin gets the ball knocked out of his hands but retains possession. Muller in for the overboard Dr. Bailey, and Alderkin looking as if he's absolutely sucking it in big time at the moment. He's tired. It's been a big 24 hours. Todd virtually from behind the backboard. Bailey to Booker. Marshall could be the dagger. Just over 3 minutes remaining. The Tigers down by 13.
12, 77, 3-point attempts. 12 results.
Muller. Up and down at the moment. That's not going to get the Tigers. So Bailey and Booker. And Ross. Major scorers. Booker with 25. Bailey with 3. With 13. And young Marshall thinking in some threes. Couple of twos. 10 for the Melbourne Tigers. Perry with 20. Reece Carter with 33. Alderkin with 17. So 2 minutes 46, 13 down. You're going to give it your all for the next minute. See if you can take this. You're going to run some plays for some threes here, or do you just want to consolidate on your offensive structure? See where you're at with a minute and a half.
Well, Matt, if you think we can win this game, it's probably going to be either strong penetration at the basket to see if you can complete a three-point play from that, or look for the perimeter. Not really the perimeter. So Carter's 6 of 11, 1 of 4 from Alderkin. So really it's going to have to be Carter who's going to have to shoulder that. And I don't think he'll have any problem taking on that responsibility.
No.
But, it's 13 points with 2.5 to go is a really big margin, unless you just decide that you're going to put players in send them to the line in respect of this game could go to next week.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a formula right now.
Yeah, young Ben Kelly hasn't played many minutes, I don't think, in the second half.
Well, Andrew still has 2 timeouts left. He's obviously thinking optimistically. I would have said Ballarat would.
That's just about a nail in the coffin. 16 down, 2:25 remaining.
What I was going to say there, Matt, which is completely wrong, is that Ballarat would have been looking to take as much time off the clock as possible. But he was confident. He let that go. 12 seconds left.
And Todd looked good off the hand. And Alderkin trying to feed young Tommy Chambers. And Ross. Never seen a hand signal like that.
2 points.
So 98-80. Game pretty much done. Ben Kelly in. Drury going to clear out some of these. Hughes in as well. So Tommy Chambers out. And Alderkin out for his first break, I think, for the game.
I have to say that he's not striding off the court. He's tired. He'll
be tired.
37 minutes and 25 seconds of continuous play.
Yes, I think he'll be looking for the masseuse. Give him a bit of a hand job there. Carter releasing. Perry rebound. and 2 points. Good job there. Pretty good passing. And Marshall shooting very well. 4 of 7. 2 of 2 from the 2-point range. And 2 of 4, 3. Hughes. Jock. And Muller with the rebound. So just over a minute remaining. Sort of going through the motions here.
Hasn't that play there happened a lot?
Yes.
Straight through the centre of the 2 guards and a kick out to the wing for a 3.
And it's certainly good to see that, you know, the shooters have active hands ready. And Ross leading that, taking the lead to 21 points.
This game can't finish quick enough for the Tigers right now.
Yeah. Kelly.
The 21st 3-point attempt. It's not. You really should just not commentate the rest. I don't think, Matt. That's the second time that someone slipped right in that spot.
Well, the shoulder was okay there.
He's a right-hander, isn't he?
So, I wasn't sure, but I may be sure now. Okay, strain. Come on, come back on, come back on. Live.
Well, that short break was just while the floor was wiped. And with the last second, they can get a shot up. And 103 to 82. And, you know, going back to that comment you made at the timeout, Matt, what do you do at this point in time? You know, probably Melbourne would have, I think it was about a 10 or 13 point lead at that time. You know, probably they wouldn't want to see that go out to 21 points at the end. And so you will know the answer to that question next time.
Certainly is. It's unfortunate. So not such a good Mother's Day for the Melbourne Tigers, and Mother's Day weekend going 0-2 with their loss to Bendigo last night with a right old shellacking, 30+ points, and then today losing to the Ballarat Miners at home by 21 points. So Drury got a bit of work to do. Roster's been changed a bit. Rob Jones has gone to Frankston, played there last night. He left the Tigers. So that's made a thing for Ben Kelly to come in the starting lineup. But roster a bit not as good as it should be. But you can only work with the cattle you've got, and you've got to create with what you've got, and you've got to look to get them better and make sure that they are on track moving forward. So it's unfortunate, and I do appreciate you coming along to commentate again on Mother's Day. I know...
it's a pleasure, Matt.
Yes,
it's a pleasure.
Yes, I know when I rang you and said about it, and you said, I knew you'd ask me, but we do have a little bit of fun, and
it's good.
I know you won't be with me every week, but there'll be a couple here and there, and we'll have other guest speakers. So from MSAC, the Mother's Day broadcast, Melbourne Tigers 82 going down to the Ballarat Miners 103. There's probably not much more we can add to any of that, so we might sign off.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Enjoyed it.
And from Webster Sports Network, we'd like to thank everyone for watching. You can certainly send me an email, mattmac997@gmail.com, or if you want to send a text, 0414805548. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. We'll be here for the next home game. And for now, see you around like a rissole.